Now I don't know what the hell's going on in Tennessee and these cops or whatever like that, but just remember last year talked about on a series of videos how Megan Hall, the female cop out of Laverne, Tennessee, was basically getting taken to Pound Town for many other police officers and all that, and it resulted in her along with five other police officers getting fired, plus three others getting put on suspension. Now she turned around and sued the city, in which back in March, and I did a video about this yesterday. They settled with her. She ended up taking home $500,000. So you go from the situation with Megan Hall to this situation here with this police officer going by the name of Sean Herman. Now he was accused of sexually harassing a female officer less than a year before he was fired and later arrested for filming OnlyFans while on duty. Y'all heard right. This dude right here you see on the thumbnail, Sean Herman, was allegedly filming OnlyFans while on duty. I guess he was looking at that Samuel L. Jackson movie Shaft. He was like, it's my duty to please that booty. What in the devil will make you do such a thing in uniform? You would think you was gonna get caught? You would think this thing was gonna go public? And look, the media definitely buried this one because it took a random Google search and me filtering a random Google search to come across this story. Crazy, 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 crazy. I'm gonna read a couple articles here, and before I read the article, I want to warn you that this content may be sensitive to a few individuals in audience, and I want to tell you that viewer discretion is advised. Okay, I'm just forewarning you. Some other viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. You've been warned. What's up, man? All right. So, first article I'm gonna read come from Daily Mail. A policeman has been arrested for appearing in a raunchy OnlyFans skit where he gropes a woman's breast during a fake traffic stop. Can't make this stuff up. Sean Herman was fired by the Metro Nashville Police Department on May the 9th after he was identified in the OnlyFans video filmed while he was on duty. He was arrested and charged last Thursday for the incident, citing felony official misconduct. The ex-officer's cover was blown when he accidentally flashed his department badge on the camera, which was visible on the uniform. Police covered the clip posted by OnlyFans star Jordan titled, "Can't Believe He Didn't Arrest Me," was allegedly made on the evening of April 26th in a warehouse area parking lot. Now, mind you, that's private property. Chief Drake, or John Drake, directed that the investigation continue after Herman was fired, resulting in the indictment. A criminal court set Herman's bail at $3,000. The video, filmed about 2 weeks ago, begins with Jordan sitting in the driver's seat as Herman walks towards them and is scolded by her passenger for driving too fast. "I'm not going to get a ticket. I'm going to show you my tits," the woman said. Herman, whose face and most of his uniform is never shown, approached and identified himself as Officer Johnson, PD. What? What's Officer Johnson mean? But anyway, he said that Jordan was going 65 and a 45 and asked to see her license and registration. Jordan said that she didn't have them and showed him her breasts. But he scoffed, "Ma'am, it's 2024. I can see tits on the internet anytime." "Well, what if you touched them?" she countered, and he agreed. Herman then reaches to the car, grabs both of her breasts, and then grabs his own genitals through his pants. Mm-mm-mm. Just disgusting. And this date, and this very day, we got this type of shit going on. He said he would let her off with a warning and walks away, much to the surprise of Jordan's passenger. While Herman had his hands at the car window, there was a brief second where just enough of the badge was visible to identify it. That was all police needed to investigate and identify Herman. Now, the woman claiming to be Jordan left a comment on a Reddit post discussing Herman's firing, claiming that he was off the clock when the video was filmed. For context, since it was a stunt and totally consensual and private property, etc. The fact that they fired him is stupid, she wrote. No, the fact that he did this in uniform was stupid. I say, stupid. It's completely idiotic and dumb. You mean to tell me you couldn't find no other role to do this in? I mean, you couldn't have been like a pizza delivery driver or a Lyft driver in regular civilian clothes. You had to do this in police uniform, right? Really? You didn't think you was gonna get caught? Dummy. Dumb as fuck. Dumb as shit. What the hell is going on in the state of Tennessee? That's what I want to know. And I'm not done. I'm not even done with the story because a lot of times when these police officers get fired and all that, or when they get prosecuted, what you tend to find more often than not is that they have a pattern of misconduct when you go through this police officer's record. This was not a one-off. This was not an anomaly. This was not some, oh, I had a lapse in judgment one time. No, this dude has had a history of misconduct. And he was already skating on thin ice, standing on shaky ground before he got fired and prosecuted. Well, not prosecuted, he got charged. So, allegations of sexual harassment and misconduct are just some of the reasons why Metro Nashville Police said former officer Sean Herman was already on his quote unquote last chance before he was fired. He was arrested last Thursday, 1 month after police said they discovered an Onlyfans video where he appeared to grope a woman, touching her breast as far as part of a fake traffic stop. Now, the local news station, News Channel 5 out there in Tennessee, investigated later on that the idea for the video was Herman's idea. Herman's Head. If y'all remember this show back in the day called Herman's Head, and then he had like the five differences like lust and love and anxiety and a couple other things and shit. Yeah, not a smart idea, Sean Herman. The idea or the patch on Herman's shoulder, like I said, was there for a fraction of a second, but that's all it took for the cops to notice closely that it resembled the Nashville logo. Police fired Herman less than 1 day after spotting the video on Reddit and identifying him as the officer, but the later said that he was already in jeopardy of losing his job. So, the local news station, News Channel 5 Investigates, obtained a copy of Herman's personal record, which showed a series of crashes caused by poor decisions behind the wheel. They also found accusation of sexual harassment. So records showed last year Herman signed a last chance agreement, quote unquote, to keep his job after police said he created an offensive or hostile working environment for a co-worker through sexual comments and actions. Herman allegedly harassed a female officer by sending her explicit text messages hoping she would have sex with him. The text reads, "You're a cool chick, just a hot one, haha, so couldn't help wanting to see you naked." One message read. Herman and the female officer met with another male officer at a restaurant a few months later. According to records, the topic of Herman's ex-girlfriend came up. Herman then pulled out his personal phone and showed a nude photo of a female who claimed to be his girlfriend. Both officers said they were shocked that Herman would show them a nude photo in a public restaurant while they were in uniform. Later, when Herman and the female officer shared a squad car, she said Herman asked her to leave her phone in the car so he could go through it to get pictures and nudes of her. What a freak! Herman allegedly told this female officer he wanted the photos for a file he had on his phone of other naked women. She said he also told her about his own OnlyFans account. Investigators asked Herman about the account, and he admitted to having one of 6 months where he posted one nude photo of himself. Herman told investigators he didn't think it was important to disclose information about the account during his background check. The female officer told investigators she tried denying Herman on multiple occasions through text, but admits she did not tell Herman to stop making comments while they shared the squad car out of fear of making things awkward. She later explained how either way, she did not expect sexual comments to stop, even if she told Herman how they made her feel. Investigators found Herman violated the department's policy of sexual harassment and gave him a 10-day suspension, which they pulled from his vacation time. Mm-mm-mm. Herman agreed to these terms, which meant undergoing respectful workplace training and staying out of trouble for at least 2 years. Well, so much for that, because less than a year later, not only he's out of a job, but he faces 2 felony counts of official misconduct of actions while on duty. Now, he posted a $3,000 bail. He is released from jail. Now, he is waiting on a court date that has not yet been set. Now, I'm going to go through the events one more time of this boom chicka wow wow. And it is amazing that in this, he did not take her to Pound Town in the back of the squad car. But anyway, how this story came to be. The video is titled "Can't Believe He Didn't Arrest Me," was originally posted by a woman named Jordan who was sitting in the driver's seat. A man in the passenger seat is her telling Jordan that he knew she would be pulled over for how fast she was driving. The man pans the camera from the back windshield where a white squad car is seen. This was a white Ford Taurus. "I'm not going to get a ticket. I'm going to show you my tits." Moments later, an officer approaches the side door and identifies himself as Officer Johnson of PD. This was the video in question that resulted in Herman's firing and him getting charged. The video showed his police patch from the video or inside the vehicle. News Channel 5 later investigates later that he was on duty while creating the video. He is seen reaching to the car, groping Jordan's breast before grabbing his genitals through his pants. And that's how that situation ended. See, look, you know, the media want to sit up here and want to excoriate athletes and entertainers, especially if they're black. Meanwhile, you got these uh, doctors, lawyers, police officers, and all that, guys in the military that's supposed to be held to a higher standard. And since they're white, they get the benefit of the doubt. We got to let things play out. Uh, you got to let due process, all this shit about due process. But black folks don't get no due process or whatever like that. This man had multiple chances to get his act together. And he's out there filming pornos on taxpayer dollars. Make it make sense. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. You can't make this stuff up, man. You cannot make this stuff up, man. Straight up. It's just fucking crazy. Now, the only thing I'm surprised at is that they didn't take this thing in the back of the squad car. But then again, I talked about in a recent video I did also about how a officer out in San Diego was taking his suspect to Pound Town, and when you close that door, right, and doing the backseat the squad car, let's swing an episode. Just know that that cop ain't gonna be able to get out. He had to call for backup, and the backup had to come open the door for him, which resulted in his firing. I mean, you couldn't find no other skit to perform. I mean, I'm pretty sure this guy has watched a Naughty America video once or twice in his life, or Brazzers, or Bang Bus, or some shit like that. I'm pretty sure he's done that because he's filming pornos. I'm pretty sure he watched pornos, right? You couldn't have been a student while this bitch be the teacher, or vice versa, or you couldn't have been a pizza delivery guy opening up the goddamn box of pizza with your dick hole with the dick hole and your dick just protrude through the fucking box. You couldn't have find no other skit to perform. You had to be on duty, in uniform, be paid to do a civic duty, because that civic duty comes from the taxpayers. But you couldn't have find no other scenario to perform other than this, and then you do this on private property. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, you couldn't have performed the skit at your house in the bathroom or on a hotel room or on a nut stain infested carpet. You couldn't have find no Lord. Look, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. This your man. Scream at me. Hurt.